Okay, I don't know whether anyone's going to be watching this, but we're going to go. We're just going. We're just rocking it. Let's go. Okay, I don't think the Discords have been alerted yet, so I might do that really quick. Hello everyone, if anyone's watching, if anyone can hear me, we've just been having some breaking Doctor Who news. There's so much going on right now, like, oh my god. Okay, I'm overloading on information. I don't know whether anyone's here. It's actually mad. I don't know where to start. We have a new logo and a huge announcement for the future of Doctor Who. If you've seen the Twitter accounts, you'll know what I'm talking about. Let's get right into it. Let me just send out this link. There we are. Okay, I don't know who's in here. There's already 27 of you. Hello! Balls, I literally just tweeted this to you. Yes, I just found it out and then I was just like rushing to go live. I saw your message. The logo is gorgeous, I know. The funny thing about it is, if you recall, if anyone who's been watching the channel for a while has been, watching, you'll know that, the logo leaked a while back. Disney money for Doctor Who. I know. We're in the perfect timeline right now. Okay, let's just get right into it. Let's just dive right in. Because, oh my god, I was going to stream later because I wasn't expecting anything to drop today. And then bam, they just dropped the new logo and this huge announcement. So yeah, let's have a look. A new logo for a new era. Doctor Who returns in 2023 on the BBC, in the UK, and Disney Plus in the rest of the world. And then let's watch the little cinematic that they prepared. I love it already. You've got the TARDIS effect and the regeneration sounds. This might be, in my opinion, and I said this when it leaked a couple of weeks ago, the best New Who logo. It's perfect for an anniversary. It's obviously mostly modelled off of the Tom Baker Diamond logo. Incidentally, that's also kind of what my logo is based off of, so I look even more like a Doctor Who channel now. But yeah, it looks fantastic. It's the perfect modernisation. I love the blue colouring. It's perfect for Doctor Who TARDIS blue. You've got the regeneration yellow in there. It perfectly communicates this show and its history and its future. But let's talk a bit about the future, because let's talk about this Disney Plus situation. Because I know that when this was dropped, some people were concerned. But I'm going to watch the Ncuti video in a moment. But I want to read first what the article has to say. Also, if you are new, there's already 100 of you in here, which is mad. Feel free to like the video. Let's get to 100 likes right now. Come on, let's do it. And if you want to super chat, feel free. But yeah, let me make sure that you guys can see this, which you can. Disney and BBC branded television join forces on Doctor Who. Disney Plus is to become a global home for upcoming seasons of Doctor Who outside of the UK and Ireland. The BBC continues as Doctor Who's exclusive home in the UK. New episodes will premiere on BBC and Disney Plus in late 2023. Today, the BBC and Disney branded television, two giants of entertainment, have come together to transform Doctor Who into a global franchise for UK audiences and the rest of the world. Under a shared creative vision, they will deliver this quintessentially British show for future generations on an unprecedented scale, with Disney Plus as the exclusive home for new seasons outside the UK and Ireland. The announcement was made this morning by Ncuti Gatwa during an appearance live with Kelly and Ryan, so even this got an announcement on a talk show. The contrast is already amazing. I don't want to make it into a bashing session for like the previous era, but when you go from, John Bishop only being able to say that he's a plasterer, which never came up in the series, to this where it's like, yeah, we're just, just casually launching Doctor Who on BBC Plus with a brand new logo. Yeah, it's mad. The announcement, so the announcement was made on Callie and Ryan. It begins a new collaboration between BBC and Disney branded television. Both partners have aligned under returning showrunner Russell T Davies's bold new vision, who takes control of Doctor Who, of the TARDIS in 2023. He was responsible for Doctor Who's revival in 2005, and is credited with propelling the show into one of TV's biggest hits. And then we have Ncuti Gatwa there. The new episodes will premiere on the BBC and Disney Plus in late 2023 for fans all over the world. So here's something I want to talk about, because I've seen people bring this up. This is going to do gangbusters for the international numbers. I know, obviously, it might be different for different states. I don't know much about the American audience, but I know so many American fans who struggle to watch Doctor Who because, sometimes they won't simulcast it, or perhaps, BBC America is like a more paid service. But Disney Plus is arguably the biggest platform in terms of like all the big shows go there. Marvel, Star Wars, everything everyone's talking about lands there. As far as I'm aware, when Doctor Who had its big resurgence in the US under Matt Smith, it was on Netflix. And that was when it was like big in America. And then slowly after it left Netflix, it sort of slowly died away a bit more. This seems to be the next step even above that. It's like, it's going to be so much better. It's going to expose the show to so many more people internationally. This is a huge deal. But yeah, let's carry on. Also, I just want to clarify as well. They've made it very clear, but I'm going to clarify it again for anyone who has concerns. This is not them having any creative control. What this basically is Disney have given them a ton of money as we want Doctor Who to be an exclusive, which actually shows their faith in Doctor Who and their faith in it being a huge success, which that in itself is incredibly reassuring. But also, just the fact that it's going to be on the biggest platform is going to do wonders for the program. I could genuinely see this being one of the biggest shows going forward. I could see it, rivaling things like Stranger Things, rivaling things like House of the Dragon. It could well be up there with a streaming service behind it and with more money. Because that's the thing. We know as well that Bad Wolf and Sony, they have a little buyout situation going on. So they've got more money. So if they're putting Doctor Who next to the most expensive outputs of Disney, the Star Wars stuff, the Marvel stuff, that shows a level of pride and confidence in Doctor Who and in its production values that we have not seen, arguably, since Russell was first returning, in my opinion. It's absolutely mad. But yeah. So yeah, the new episodes will premiere on BBC and Disney Plus, beginning in late 2023 for fans all over the world. The show will be produced in Wales by Bad Wolf with BBC Studios Productions. Russell T Davies says, "I love this show, and this is the best of both worlds. With the vision and joy of the BBC and Disney Plus coming together, we can launch the TARDIS all around the planet, reaching a new generation of fans while keeping our traditional home firmly on the BBC in the UK." Charlotte Moore, BBC's Chief Content Officer, says, "We are thrilled to announce this exciting global partnership with Disney, who are the perfect partners to bring this very British show to the rest of the world. Russell T Davies' vision for Doctor Who has always been out of this world, and we are committed to ensuring that audiences across the globe get the opportunity to enjoy the Doctor's epic adventures with the scale and ambition that they deserve." So again, looks like this is getting more money. Joining forces with Disney will elevate the show to even greater heights and reach new audiences. It's an extremely exciting time for fans in the UK and across the world. So Eliza Bowen, president of Disney Plus, says, we're extremely excited by this opportunity to bring new seasons of this beloved franchise exclusively to Disney Plus and introduce the show to the next generation of audiences, because this is the key thing as well. And this is something I kind of emphasized in my Tom Baker video, if you any of you saw that. Younger audiences now, they watch the streaming services. They watch the... I have seen the new Ncuti bid. We will go over that in a minute. I'm going over the article first, and then we'll do the video. But like, what I'm trying to say is that younger audiences, streaming services is where it's at for younger audiences. Everything that young people are watching, it's all on the streaming services. So to have Doctor Who on those streaming services basically guarantees more exposure to younger audiences who will grow up and stay with the show for a long time than ever before. I hope the licensing money results in higher quality. I think it will. I think that's what they're implying with the whole scope and ambition comments. Sup, my man? Sup, RMG? How you doing? Someone said something. A bit worried about Disney's tendency to overmilk a franchise. The thing is, Andrew, as I said before, and they've emphasized it here, they will have no creative control over Doctor Who. It's still a BBC Bad Wolf co-production. It's just that they're airing it to the rest of the world. That's all it is. They're not having any control, so you don't have to worry about Disney interfering. As far as they're concerned, it's just a thing that they're paying for to be on their services. You know, it's no different to the likes of some of the other... Are the classic seasons going to Disney Plus? I imagine not. Well, actually, you make a good point, because isn't the BBC... I don't know about what's happening with BritBox. I did hear rumours that, like, BBC were pulling out of BritBox and it was just going to be ITV's thing. Maybe that's not the case, but I think for now they will be on BritBox. I think for now. Doctor Who's getting that Disney money, let's go. Exactly, this is such a huge positive for the show. And, like, I think a lot of people are, like, again, getting confused. It's not them getting creative control. It's simply it being aired over there, which is going to expose the show to so many more people and gives it basically the launching pad to launch across the world. So yeah, so Alistair Bowen, president of Disney Plus, says we're excited to bring the opportunity to bring this beloved franchise exclusively to Disney Plus and introduce the show to the next generation of audiences in more than 150 markets around the world. The series is a perfect addition to our ever-growing catalogue of global content that continues to make Disney Plus the home for exceptional storytelling. A.O. Davis, president of Disney Branded Television, says Doctor Who has captivated the imaginations of families around the world for the past 6 decades. We are so excited about this collaboration with the BBC and the opportunity to bring this iconic franchise and Russell T Davies' brilliant vision to life. Again, them paying money to get this on the service, to me, shows their faith in Russell's vision to life for a new global audience. Grab your sonic screwdrivers and prepare to travel through time and space. And yeah, Rebecca Glasgow, CEO of Global Distribution at BBC Studios, says, we're delighted to join forces with a partner who shares our vision for ambition for one of the most iconic shows in British TV history. This is great news for everyone who loves Doctor Who, and for all the fans we will reach through this powerful partnership. Julie Gardner and Jane Tranter, executive producers and co-founders of Bad Wolf. For Doctor Who to have the backing of two of the most innovative and respected media organisations in the world is a testament to its unique drive and vision at the heart of the show. Bad Wolf are beyond delighted to once again be working with the genius Russell T Davies, and with the exciting partnership between the BBC and Disney, we can together reach even greater heights. Producing from Wolf Studios Wales, ambitious stories told through time and space and across the globe. The new episodes of Doctor Who will return in November 2023 to coincide with the 60th anniversary and will premiere exclusively in the BBC in the UK and Ireland. And then yeah, what news? And let's go over the shooty bit in just a sec, but like that's massive. That's a massive deal. There's 400 people in here. Make sure to sub to Tharies. Yes, actually, if you are new and you're enjoying my meltdown over this, we're like 50 subscribers away from 16,400. We're trying to get to 20,000 by the end of the year. So if you haven't subscribed already, feel free to do so. But with that said, let's watch the video of Shooty, shall we? Let's watch that video. Okay, so here he is. Our new Doctor, already taking interviews. Let's go. And he also says, he also introduces himself as the next Doctor. So this is what I mean as well. So this is a minor, it might seem like a minor point, but I do think there's more going on with the whole David Tennant 14th Doctor situation than we think there is. I don't think it's as simple as he's just the next one along. I think there's something going on there. But anyway, I digress. Let me make sure that the desktop audio is on so you guys can hear Ncuti Gatwa address us like the master. In the series 3, our Lord and Master stands on high.
I'm Ncuti Gatwa, and I am the next Doctor in the next season of Doctor Who. And to celebrate the news that will be landing on the BBC and Disney Plus, I'm here to answer some questions. Let's go.
Also, can I just say they're using the Murray soundtrack? I might have to turn it down a little bit just so I don't get claimed. Actually, we should be okay. They're using the Murray soundtrack, which to me implies he's probably coming back.
Who is a show about an alien Time Lord with 2 hearts, who travels through time and space with a human companion by their side in the TARDIS.
They called them companions again. Yay!
Now the TARDIS is a spaceship that looks like an old British police box that you used to see on street corners, but it is so much bigger on the inside. Each episode, the Doctor can travel in time and space to the furthest reaches of the universe in the deepest times in history. The Doctor is full of optimism and hope, with a fierce sense of right and wrong. They are clever and courageous. The Doctor doesn't carry any weapons, just a sonic screwdriver for fixing things and getting out of tricky situations. They're full of adventure, running towards danger, but when fatally injured, they can regenerate. So a new body, new face, but with a soul and a memory that carries generations of knowledge and experience.
He already has such a great understanding of the character just from this interview alone. I'm so excited to see what he brings to it.
What more do you want? I am so excited. Obviously, it's daunting. It's an iconic role and show, and I'm following in some very big footsteps. But I cannot wait to put my stamp on the character. With every new Doctor comes a new beginning for the show, and there are some extraordinary storylines for this season. So
This season, see, I'm wondering now, because they keep referring to the 60th as a season. Is it more than 3 episodes? I know it's kind of been referred to as 3. Maybe there is a surprise couple of extra things coming our way. I'm not sure.
I'm going to be very, very busy.
Oh, that's exciting. Very, very busy.
I would take my TARDIS to Africa. I would take my TARDIS to Nigeria. And I would love for the Doctor to meet the Orisha, which were a set of gods in Nigerian mythology. And I think that he'd have a lovely old time there. What villain would I choose? The Weeping Angels is always
Fair
a
enough.
classic.
Fair
and
enough.
Just genuinely terrifying. I would love to battle the Beast. Because
Okay,
what an
nice.
ultimate villain, that is the devil, and I don't think you get much more.
I love his ambition already. It's like, yeah, I want to battle the devil. I'm loving his energy, man.
Than that. There is so much to come in the next season. The TARDIS can go anywhere and will go anywhere, and nothing is too big nor small. Right, that's it for the moment. I've got to get back to the TARDIS, but don't forget, the new season of Doctor Who will be exclusively on the BBC in the UK and Disney Plus in the rest of the world in 2023. See you then.
Oh my god, what a day. What a day. I love his energy already. It's infectious and it's so charming. Someone say fake Doctor, get out of here. Get out of here with that. There will be mini episodes, maybe. I don't know, because it's the fact that they keep referring to it as a season that's starting in November, so... See, this is the thing. We have a new edition of Doctor Who magazine coming out early November. I thought that was where they were going to drop the new logo, but they're dropping that today. So that's making me think, are we going to get a new, costume reveal in Doctor Who magazine? I will go over the super chats at the end of the stream, but thank you for all the super chats. If anyone wants to super chat and you want like a big question answered at the end of the stream, be sure to super chat if you'd like to. Also, yeah, as I said, we're about 50 subscribers away from 16,400. It's now season instead of series. I like it. I mean, I feel like, to be fair, I think part of the reason for that would have just been that they were like, helping, like, because it was catered. It's kind of like an advertisement to the rest of the world, being like, Doctor Who's here. Someone said it's too RTD centric. I mean, at the end of the day, he is running the show now, and I mean, that logo is completely different from his original logo, so I don't know whether I necessarily agree. I think it definitely feels like a new era. Yeah, sure, the 60th is going to have ties to what came before, but I think for an anniversary, that just makes sense. We just had like a bunch of classic Doctors and companions. You've kind of got a, what do you call it? Like, you kind of got envy. I don't envy his situation because all those classic Doctors and companions just came back. And a lot of the new ones, obviously Matt Smith probably would come back, but likes of Peter Capaldi and Christopher Eccleston are a lot less likely. But yeah, in terms of just this announcement in particular, because I don't want to get sidetracked, this could be huge for Doctor Who, and I think it will. It's going to reignite the interest of the general public in a huge way. It's your logo, I know! I really do look like the Doctor Who YouTube channel now. It's actually mad. Wait, so no Doctor Who on Disney Plus in the UK. It's looking like it'll still be on iPlayer, but iPlayer, as long as you have a TV license, you can just use that anyway, so... Yeah, anyway, there are other news items that I wanted to go over today, but that was, like, the big one that just happened. We had the Ncuti Gatwa interview, we had all of this stuff. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Wait, Tharies, you should make it. Don't forget to click below and subscribe to the official Doctor YouTube channel. iPlayer takes out some scenes, does it? I mean, I know it didn't have the next time trailer play like immediately after, but like I've never had it take out scenes before. If you don't live in the UK or Ireland, you will have to watch Doctor Who on Disney Plus. Yeah, but to be fair, as I said, like, as far as I know, there's a lot of issues sometimes in other parts of the world to get Doctor Who. So having it in one centralized place, I think is a really, really smart move, especially if that centralized place is literally the most popular streaming service at the moment. It just makes sense. Like, Darius is really RTD. To be fair, this is literally what I would have done to relaunch the show. This is literally what I would have done. It's great. It's fantastic news. It's literally perfect news. And we have some other stuff to go over. But yeah, what a way to drop that. I'm so excited. I'm seeing some people say that, oh no, not Disney. I like, look, you know, I get people have issues with Disney, but like ultimately it does just make sense. As like a business move, it makes perfect sense. And it's not like they have any creative control either. Disney Plus with Marvel and Star Wars, ideal. Yeah, it's literally in the perfect place to thrive. I'm so excited. Doctor Who alongside Star Wars, Marvel, Pixar, Disney itself, along with the biggest franchises in the world. Yes, this is what I've been saying. I guess, sort of a constant conflict, should we say, for Doctor Who across the ages is sometimes it's treated as this big international franchise, see the 50th anniversary, see the first RTD era, and then other times it's just sort of seen as another BBC show. And the discussion has kind of always been which one of those things should it be, and Russell T Davis with this has seemingly answered, we're making it a global franchise, baby. We're making it Star Wars. We're making it Marvel. We're making it Game of Thrones. We're having it run toe to toe with those big franchises, and that's huge. I admire the ambition. I think that's a fantastic way of approaching it. And I'm immeasurably excited by this prospect. Immeasurably. I get that, because I'm seeing some people on Twitter be like, oh, no, they changed everything so quick. You know, I wasn't expecting it. But, and obviously fans of this era, but like ultimately, Russell T Davies did say, as soon as this era was over, you wouldn't be able to get rid of us. And it's true, you know, we're ready to, uh, we're ready to be going now. And like, I guess it probably feels, you know, big and kind of weird to some people because we never had this much marketing before. You know, in terms of the 60th, we had a trailer for it 13 months before release. That would have never have happened before, you know? I hate Disney as much as the next person, but if they want to give Doctor Who tons of money, that's great for us and the fans and the show as well. It's, you know, Russell's playing the game. You know what I mean? Russell's playing the game. He knows what he's doing. Change, my dear, and it seems not a moment too soon. I agree. This is a very exciting move. Speaking of our, you know, next era, though, there's a couple of interesting articles I wanted to go over in the live stream anyway. So stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed. We're only, I think we've just gone down to about 28 subscribers away from 16,400. So if you are new, please do stick around. But I want to talk about some other things, unless they do drop something else, because they did just drop that all at once. It makes me wonder what we are going to see in Doctor Who magazine next week. Is it next week or week after? Week after, because I think it's the 7th, 6th or the 7th, so it might be next week. That's going to be huge. Hang on, I'm just going to make a tweet because I have to make this tweet because it'll just be very funny. But hold on. I think you guys you might already expect this tweet, but Thank you all for tuning in, by the way. We're going to get into the next article in just a sec because there's been more stuff dropping. It's so exciting. I can't cope. All right. Oh. Chances of a Christmas special this year. It's been confirmed that the next episode will be in 2023, unfortunately. But thank you, Nigeria Prince, for the £2 super chat. I will go over the other super chats at the end. I think you can hear a small part of what the new theme sounds like in the logo tweet. Can you? I mean, I'll listen to it again, but I didn't hear it, but I can have a look. I can have a look if you want, but I'm not 100%. I'll have another look. Let's have a look at it again, shall we? If we did, that was cool. I don't think that sounds like the theme. I think that just sounds like music. It just sounds like ah. It sounds like the logo is being unveiled to God. It's very exciting. I found out about this on Russell's Insta. What's he said on Instagram? Should we have a look? Instagram. Oh yeah, so he posted the clip on his Instagram as well, saying, new logo, and from late 2023, episodes will be on the BBC as normal and outside the UK and Ireland streaming on Disney Plus worldwide. Happy days, this is going to be glorious. Yes, it will be, Russell. Yes, it will be. I'm so happy. Okay. Oh, I don't think I've ever been this excited for a logo in my life. But it's what it represents. You know what I mean? It's what it represents as the next evolution of the show. Saturday or Sundays? That's a good question. I reckon we'll go back to Saturdays. I reckon. But yeah, that's actually mad. Oh, I'm so happy. So happy. Okay. Let's talk about some other stuff while we're here, though. Dun, 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 dun. Right, okay. First things first, on the agenda. David Tennant says he was worried about Doctor Who's big twist. Warning, Power of the Doctor spoilers ahead. I just want to say as well, on the Disney Plus thing, it's going to be so... Oh, I'm not over it. As Jodie Whittaker bid goodbye to the tenure as the Time Lord, the character regenerated into their next form. Everyone was, surprisingly, expecting this to be Ncuti Gatwa. Unsurprisingly, expecting this to be Ncuti Gatwa, who was confirmed to be taking over the role back in May. Someone beeped outside. They're clearly excited about the new logo. Who was confirmed to be taking over the role back in May. However, we saw a familiar face that said, Tennant said, I think I was worried before I got there that it might be difficult to get back in the groove again. Tennant told BBC Radio 1's 4's Today programme via TV line, but instead he found it weirdly straightforward. There's a bit of precedent in the show that all doctors maybe turn up for a special now and again, but usually in a cohort with the current team, he continued. So to get another run around the park was a little joy I never saw coming. Tennant was the 10th actor to play the role of the Doctor, playing the role between 2005 and 2010. Tennant's companions included Rose Tyler, Billie Piper, Martha Jones, Freema Agyeman, and Donna Noble, Catherine Tate, the latter of which is also set to return to the series next year. However, Tennant's return may not be all it seems, and fans have many theories as to what it could really mean. Tennant added, what a lovely thing to revisit something that was such a wonderful, happy, significant time in my life. It's like being given the loveliest present. It's been an absolute joy. Doctor Who returns in November 2023, and then obviously we talked about all that. So yeah, I don't know about you guys, but personally, it didn't feel like Tennant had skipped a beat to me. I felt that Tennant was really in. Yay, now I can be hyped for Doctor Who again. The whole fan base should be united and hyped now. I'm still seeing some reservation, which is weird, because this just seems like a net positive to the show and to everyone. So I'm not really sure where the reservation is coming from, to be honest. I don't really get it. But yeah, no, I don't think Tennant skipped a beat. I think he did phenomenally in just that little scene. And I'm so excited to see him back. And I just, yeah, what a time to be a Doctor Who fan. I don't think I fully processed this last week yet. And we still have more, Doctor Who magazine's coming along. RTD understands that the show needs a boost. David Tennant returning and releasing on Disney globally, except the UK. We're taking off again. This is the exact thing. I think perhaps some people who are maybe struggling with this news are struggling to accept the fact that this show, the reason they're doing this is because it needs a boost. You know, that it needs that boost into the public consciousness again, and this is what it will give it. And that's not a slight on the new era. That's just, you know, that's not a slight on the current era or the previous era, I guess. It's just the facts. You know, Doctor Who wasn't in the same place that it was, but by doing this, you break it bigger than it ever was before. This is great news. But yeah, so there's another interesting anecdote that I wanted to talk about, which this is probably one of the weirdest things to come out of the BBC centenary episode. This is actually a BBC article that I wanted to go over. Doctor Who, BBC called dishonest over Durdle filming request. The BBC has been accused of being duplicitous and dishonest over the filming of Jodie Whittaker's final scenes as Doctor Who. It's the Doctor, but you know, no, I don't mind. Millions of viewers watched her regenerate into former Dr. David Tennant on top of Durdle on the privately owned Lulworth estate. The estate gave permission for filming to take place, but says the broadcaster has not been honest in their request. The BBC said the regeneration scene was a tightly kept secret. In a statement, the Dorset estate said, when consenting to the use of the Durdle for an episode of Doctor Who, the BBC decided not to include a proper description of what was intended. If we had known, we would not have agreed because of the encouragement that this may give our visitors to put themselves in a dangerous position of which have been well documented. It said the estate sought many details with any filming request. It said that no mention was made by the BBC to seek to portray the TARDIS and the Doctor on top of the Durdle. The consequences would have potentially had serious impact on its staff and emergency services. You know what's hilarious about this? And I'll get to the end of the article in a minute, but we are disappointed that the BBC chose not to be honest in seeking permission. It said, adding that it had been requested by BBC to provide explanation what we regard as duplicitous and dishonest request to film. So basically they're annoyed that, you know, their filming on top of Durdle could have been dangerous. But I'll tell you why this is really funny in a second. This is really funny because it was filmed on a green screen. There was, you know, the Durdle location. It wasn't actually Durdle. They filmed it on a green screen. Here is David Tennant's stunt double doing the scene before he changes into Tennant. And you can see it's his stunt double because, look, there's a picture of them. So what they got annoyed at were potentially health and safety risks that didn't exist because it was on a green screen. So, yeah, bit weird. I live in Dorset as well. It was on a green screen, silly sods. I know! How do you make that mistake? That's mad to me. I don't get that. That's so funny. It was so obvious as green screen. Good shot, but obvious green screen. Yeah, exactly. Also, there's like 500 of you in here. Wow. Also, be sure that you've liked the stream and subscribe if you're new. That'd be greatly appreciated. We want to get to 20,000 by the end of the year, so that it would be greatly appreciated. Any new faces? I'm seeing so many new faces. I love you all. Darius, I don't think it's about filming there. They were worried about it encouraging the audience to go up there. It's not a mistake. I don't know, though, because what they were saying seems to me like, they said about, okay, that concern I get, but they also said something about how staff could have seriously injured themselves, and it's like there were no staff there. It was on a green screen, so I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one to me. But anyway. Leak on Twitter. I mean, is that the thing you added me in? Because that's not a leak. That's you doing stuff to me. Don't do that. Yeah, no, I... Do. Let me check if there is anything new. Oh, Gerard Groves doing Art of Doctor Who on Disney+. Look at this. Credit to Gerard Groves. This is incredible. Look. Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, Doctor Who. It's gonna be up there with the big dogs. Isn't that just fantastic news? That's fantastic. But yeah, hello, Mr. Theres. They'll make a story out of anything. Yeah, I think it's a bit of an overreaction, frankly. And I mean, the thing is, even encouraging people to stand there, I feel like, you've kind of got to trust in people's intuition not to do that. You'd hope, but oh, we're 8 subscribers away from 16,400. That's mad. Anyway, next article, next thing. If you're a fan of Doctor Who figures, then rest assured because we have some new ones on the way. Admittedly, I have some mixed feelings on some of these, but let's go over them. The 13th Doctor and Yaz action figures coming soon. Character Options has announced their next batch of Doctor Who products, with 5 new sets going on sale in November 2022. These action figures are available from B&M in the UK in November 2022. For international people, I assume you probably have to, like, eBay would probably be your best bet. Each new addition to this line forms part of the 5.5-inch figure range and features new decoration as well as multiple points of articulation. Here's what to look out for. So you got the 13th Doctor set, which is the Dark Coat 13 from Flux and also at the end of Power of the Doctor, another Yaz variant, and a sort of weird hologram angel from Village of the Angels. I am confused why they didn't do a Dan head sculpt. It feels like Dan's been shafted, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, the Weeping Angel looks cool, but equally, I feel like Dan would have made more sense. He's just left the TARDIS. Surely you got to complete the companion lineup for this Doctor, but oh well. We also have a 9th Doctor set, which features Christopher Eccleston, hologram Christopher Eccleston, and this is the weirdest one. A Billy Piper Rose Tyler figure. There's an updated version of the dancing Rose Tyler from Series 1 that couldn't move. Why they would release that in 2022, I don't know. I think that's a really weird choice. Also, I don't know when Chris Eccleston wore blue jeans. I don't know. That set is weird to me. I do like the hologram Chris, though. So yeah, the action figure set includes the 9th Doctor as the TARDIS emergency hologram from the Parting of the Ways, the 9th Doctor with updated head, jacket, and new deco, and Rose Tyler from Series 1 with updated deco. And then the 1st Doctor electronic TARDIS set, so this is based off of David Bradley's Doctor, David Bradley's 1st Doctor, and the box is based off of the box from Adventure in Space and Time. This rather unique set includes the 1st Doctor as portrayed by David Bradley in Twice Upon a Time, and a decorated electronic TARDIS toy with sounds and lights. And then we got History of the Daleks, Genesis of the Daleks set. That's what it says on the tin, really. It's basically just Genesis of the Daleks, Destiny of the Daleks, and we've got a Genesis of the Daleks set with an classic Davros, which does look quite cool, I will admit. But yeah, overall, a pretty decent lineup. I just think that 9th Doctor set is really strange, and I do wish we'd have had a Dan. But there we are. The worldwide major comeback starts in 2023. Yeah, man, it's gonna be mad. I even tweeted, actually, before going live, shortly before going live. Let me find it. Yeah, I tweeted out before I went live, Doctor Who is about to be the biggest thing in the world again, and I couldn't be happier. I literally, and it's true, it's about to be the biggest thing in the world again. I'm so excited. BBC Doctor Who, I salute you. You've really been knocking out the park. You know, Chibnall gave us a fun final episode. The 60 of teasers and Shooty all look fantastic. And now this merger with Disney and a brand new logo that looks absolutely spectacular. My favourite modern logo, possibly my favourite logo of all time. You're all knocking it out the park. Can we get a round of applause for Doctor Who in chat? I'm so happy to be a Doctor Who fan right now. I'm actually beaming. I hope you can tell. But yeah, what a day. Look, at this image is something I would have thought of in like my wild fantasies for what Doctor Who could be. Not reality, you know? Like, it's a mad, mad old time. We also have had several new images from the filming of Power of the Doctor, including this wrap one with all of the major cast members and Jodie in the centre, this green screen shot of 13 and Yaz, Sasha holding the camera, and Sophie Aldred as Ace, and then we also had, let me go over a couple more, because there were a couple more. There was this one, which has Jodie regenerating, Sasha in that costume, which, by the way, how does Sasha still manage to look so great, even, like, in a costume like that? That's incredible in itself. And then what else have we got? What else we got? I'm missing something. And then also, that's the wrong thing. We got this shot of the conversion chamber, which again looks really nice. There's also some tagless photos that aren't here, that are on Black Archive, which I'll go over in a sec. We also have these pictures here. One of them is Jodie outside the TARDIS on her final day. Oop, actually, let me just go back. It's because I've got a VPN on for the Black Archive website, because for some reason it doesn't work for me without that. So yeah, we got this one of Jodie outside the TARDIS. This one of the main characters, sans Ryan, because Tosin Cole didn't come back. Joe Martin, Sacha Dhawan, Mandip Gill, Jacob Anderson, all having fun on set. So yeah, they very clearly met before, which is funny because they pretended they didn't. And then Janet Fielding, Sophie Aldred, and Gemma Redgrave all on the TARDIS. Yeah, so that's really cool. And there are some more images that we'll go over on the Black Archive website as well. I'm here for Doctor Who to pop up. Is Doctor Who on Disney Plus? It will be from 2023 onwards. It will be from 2023 onwards. Make it bigger. That's what they're doing. They're making it as big as they can, and you've got to appreciate that. I must say, Russell's like redecoration very much reminds me of like that scene in Emperor's New Groove. If any of you have seen that film, when basically what happens is the Emperor in that film gets transformed into a goat, and their advisor Yzma like takes over, and like they hold this funeral for the Emperor, and they're like back to work, and they just redecorate everything with her face on it. That's kind of what this feels like. I don't know whether that analogy is making any sense to anyone else other than myself. Llama, yes. Llama, he's supposed to be dead. Will it move off of HBO Max? Yes, it was a llama. Okay, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Wait, what did I say? Go. Will it move off of HBO Max? Probably. It implies that it's exclusive. Darius Channels goes worldwide and bigger. This is the thing. It's going to really help me out in the long run as well, which is really nice. So thank you, BBC Doctor Who. But yes, I want to look at quickly the Bad Wolf, the Black Archive of the. They've also released some new images of the logo as well, or like some tagless versions. Oh, that's cool. So this website is called the Black Archive Gallery, and it basically goes over all pieces of Doctor Who promo material. And just seeing this new logo in the lineup with all of its forebears from New Who is just incredible. You can see how far we've come from this original logo here. This, if it loads, come on, almost there. Any minute now, it's like being on dial-up, isn't it? Biding, biding, ding. Shh. You know what? You get the gist. From going to this, and then going to, where we find it. Oh yeah, that was something I was going to go over. And then going to, let me find it. Going to that, like, it's such a big evolution, which is so exciting. But yes, and then they also have got some new images of the special itself, which I'll go over in just a second. So let me get that up. Yeah, so episode stills, they've got some new stills up on the website. Most of these we've seen, but most of them are new. So we've got this still of Jodie regenerating, very nice high quality still. So this one here. And then we've got, if I actually duplicate the tab so we can see multiple at once. So yeah, we got that one. We've got this one of the clifftop regeneration. I think this regen, I'm going to say it now, I think this regen is the nicest looking regeneration of New Doctor Who. I think it looks visually stunning. I love the crackly lightning effect. It's something new, but also retains that like sort of, yellow glowy energy that New Who's known for. I like how it sort of distorts the windows of the TARDIS and stuff. That's cool. And it distorts things around it. Obviously, these are mostly just shots in the episode, but it's nice to have them in full, proper quality. We've got this shot of David slowly transforming into Jodie. Again, if you look at this shot, you can kind of tell that it's not just a regeneration. Like, it's like the clothes are being burned onto him. I think there's more to that. But you can sort of see Jodie's face fading away as the Tennant clothes appear. And then, let me duplicate the tab again. I've got so many tabs open because of all the news items. You've got some of the stuff that we've already seen, and you've got lovely Tennant hands. That looks incredible. Look at that. Um, it looks so fantastic. The fact that this image and that new logo exists now is just mind-blowing to me. And then we've also got this Rasputin shot, which I posted on Twitter earlier. So yeah, so that's really cool. I'm so excited, man. I'm on cloud nine right now. I haven't fully recovered from all the stuff that's been going on. Visually stunning and beautiful. Yeah, that regen scene looks really nice. Oh, wait, is Crispy Pro here? Hands down the best looking regeneration. Strong agree. Is this a permanent logo, Tharies? By the looks of it, yeah. I mean, I would say that like it works even better within the context of an anniversary because it's based off of the Tom Baker sort of 70s logo. But even if it is the permanent logo, I'm perfectly fine with that. Also, hello, Crispy. Nice to see you here. Um, right, what else was there to talk about? Because there was a couple of things I wanted to go over. We've done the figures, we've done the logo, we've done this really nice picture that I've sort of accidentally showed a couple of times of all the doctors bar McGann in their like robe costumes. And could I just say, this looks so comfortable. I want Sylvester's like a dressing gown. It looks so nice. I would wear it. Like, and I love how even though Colin's not in his original outfit, he's still the most colourful one there. I don't know, I just think that's a really funny little detail. Yeah, there's a couple more things to go over, but for the most part, I think we've gone over most of it. There's one more article I want to go over from the Radio Times. Crispy Theories and Confused Adipose are the GOAT YouTubers. Oh, thank you very much. Although I love all of them. The ABC here in Australia no longer show Doctor Who now. No clue how this is all going to work forward here in the Australia. Do you all? I take it you all have Disney Plus there, right, Crispy? Or I suppose would you have to start paying for Disney Plus? Because I know that some, obviously depending on which part of the world you're in, like some of the TV packages also offer Disney Plus as like an optional extra. So yeah, let me know. I'm actually interested to see how that works. Disney Plus subs going up. Yeah, that's the thing, see. It's gonna have a net positive for everyone involved in that. Like, it's gonna boost Disney Plus because people will be subscribing to watch Doctor Who. Doctor Who fans from across the world will be subscribing to watch Doctor Who. It will boost the profile of Doctor Who to new people who perhaps haven't heard of it before. And yeah, it's just a huge deal and the best thing they could do. It's still going to be on in the UK on BBC, Stephanie. So it's still going to be, obviously, for kids in the UK, it'll be accessible via that. I have Disney Plus with my Verizon phone plan. And plus, I suppose, you can always just start a free trial and then stop it if whenever new Doctor Who comes up. I hope they do all the Doctor Who seasons as well. I'm not sure how that works with the whole BritBox situation yet, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that. I'm not sure. I'm surprised ABC isn't showing it. I thought they did to a degree. I don't really know how it works. Once this stream rather becomes a VOD, and like you guys could just comment below. If there's any Americans in particular watching, I'd love to know like what the sort of the viewing arrangements for Doctor Who have been sort of since I say 2013, since like Matt Smith left. Yeah, it will still be on BBC iPlayer and the BBC in the UK. Do we know if it's leaving iPlayer? In the UK, no, it will still be on iPlayer. It will still be on iPlayer. Disney Plus equals missing episode animations? I mean, yeah, they've got money now. Maybe they will. BBC America is the only way to watch New Doctor Who. Okay. Okay. Russell did say 1.2, maybe a Doctor Who cinematic universe for the show. Maybe this is the start. What do you think? I mean, yeah, like they've got the budget for it now. I'm an American. It was on BBC America for a while, but I cut a cord a few years ago, so it's just HBO Max. Okay. Okay, interesting. Will it be on Disney Plus in the UK? I think no. Everywhere but the UK. Tharies is real? I'm afraid so. Sorry to break it to you. I don't just exist in the screen. Although, maybe I do. Maybe I am a lie. We all have a veteran badge now, Tharies. Yeah. it's wild, isn't it? Like we've all been on this ride, and to be here is mad. But yeah, I'm so excited. But yeah, I want to go over one final article, because there's one more thing I want to talk about. But yeah, if you are new around here and you have enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe. Disney Plus 2023, BBC UK Home Disney Plus from 2023. Yeah, basically that's how it's working. What do you get for your meal deal? Most of the time I get like a wrap. One of maybe like the duck wraps. I probably get like some salt and vinegar crisps, and I don't know, some sort of drink alongside it. Probably Dr Pepper. There you go. Yeah, we watched the Ncuti Gatwa Q&A thing earlier on in the stream. So if you missed that, feel free to just go back to earlier in the stream. But talking about the one final article, let's get into that. And then I'll read out the super chats that I haven't done, which, by the way, if you want to get any questions in, that's the best way to do it. Dr. Pepper is like literally the best. Yeah, I agree. Let's go. So yeah, there's one more article I want to go over. Jodie Whittaker and Mandip Gill are open to Doctor Who returns after exit. 13-0 is over, but could we see Jodie Whittaker and David Tennant, Jodie Whittaker and Mandip Gill's Yaz again? Doctor Who has officially bid adieu to the 30th Doctor, but as the latest episode proved, goodbyes on this show can be far from final. Tonight's 90-minute special, The Power of the Doctor, aired as part of the BBC's centenary celebrations, brought back a number of series veterans, including classic Doctors and companions. The episode also wrote out both Jodie Whittaker's 13th Doctor and Mandip Gill's companion Yaz. But speaking at a past screening of the special, Gill suggested that a return of old companions in her own farewell episode means their hopes will see Yaz again. We're always going to be part of it, Gill said, of Doctor Who. You've just seen what can happen in years to come. So if they need another companion in the future, I will answer that call. Doctor Who showrunner Chris Chibnall has also departed the show alongside his leads, with Russell T Davies, who previously served as head writer between 2005 and 2010, returning to take up his old mantle. I've handed in my CV, which is equipped to Russell. Doctor Who fans are certainly getting served a healthy dose of nostalgia right now, with the show's own 60th celebrations next year set to feature more returning stars in the form of David Tennant and Catherine Tate. Tennant's return will see him pitted against a villain played by Neil Patrick Harris, with fans speculating it's the foe of the Celestial Toymaker. So yeah, Jodie still seems really open to return, and you know what? I would be interested to see what Russell T Davies did for Jodie and Mandip, to be fair. I would be very interested in that. I'd be very interested. Dr. Pepper Vanilla Float is the king. You know what? I've kind of been put off of ice cream floats because I had one once at like a party and threw up almost immediately. So ever since I've kind of been a bit put off by the idea of floats. But maybe one day I'll try again. But yes, RTD would write Jodie Mandip about it. I mean, yeah, I think he could do some interesting stuff with them. Dr. Pepper, Doctor Who. Oh, wait, you can buy... Wait, hold on. You can buy Dr. Pepper Vanilla Flip. Well, now I have to try that. Now you've said that. That needs to be a thing that I try. I have to try that now. But anyway, let's take a look. Is there anything else? Is there anything else big? Oh, yeah, so I have seen some concern over the collection box sets. I believe, didn't they say that the collection box sets would maintain the same logo regardless what happens in the future? I thought that was the case. Although, to be frank, I feel like this logo fits classic releases better than the current one does. It just seems to like fit Classic Who really well, because it's basically a modernized classic logo. Darius, also, do you realize this your channel will become a lot bigger because of this all? I mean, yeah, it already has been. The support over the last few days has been incredible from you lot. And all I can say is thank you all so much. It genuinely means the world to me. You know, as someone who struggles a lot in their day-to-day life, obviously I'm in a wheelchair if you couldn't tell. Just to have this place where I can talk to you and talk about my interests and you guys enjoy it, it's really meant a lot to me these last few days. So yeah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. The support has been incredible. I'm actually a bit emotional over it all, because I want to make this into my job if I can, because it's like nothing else I do. It brings me a smile every day doing this. And just thank you so much. honestly. Anyway, with that sappiness out the way, yeah, the new logo is sick. The Disney Plus thing is sick. Sarin's reviews Dr. Pepper on stream. Actually, I was going to open something from the PO box. I don't know whether anyone's hidden. It's currently on my floor, and I probably can't reach it. And thank you for your videos. No worries. You know, as I said, I wouldn't make them if you guys weren't all so nice. Yeah, I am a wheelchair user. A lot of people don't know that, actually, which surprises me. But, yeah, genuinely, thank you so much. Steven's just sent me Dr. Pepper Vanilla Flow. I'm going to buy that in bulk, because I want to try it. I'm going to be a connoisseur of Dr. Pepper flavors. Beautiful logo. I'm so happy. When's the foot reveal? If I get £500 in one stream, I'll do it. Much love, Tharies. Much love to you, Amelia. I say that as a joke, by the way. Don't do that in hopes of a foot. Well, I might do it. Tharies' second channel for Dr. Pepper when? What would you call it? Dr. Pepperies? I guess just, yeah, that would be funny. I love this logo so much. I can't get over how great it looks. Also, I'm going to have to change my thumbnails, because as you've seen, everyone has their price, Tharies. True. As you've seen, I always use the current logo in white in the corner. Let me see if I can find the leaked logo. Because, as I said, it leaked before, and they showed like stacked versions of it. Leaked Doctor Who logo. I love how my keyboard's just automatically in all caps. Where was it? I think it was on, which account was it on? I knew where it was. TARDIS Central, I think, might have posted it. You guys know the image I'm on about, right? I'm not going crazy. Hold on. TARDIS Central. Let me find it. Yeah, here we are. This is it. So as you can see, that logo is the primary logo. That's what we've just seen. So I think I think this is real, right? This is, you know, this is real. So this will be the single line logo. This will be the horizontal logo. So that's what I'll probably use in thumbnails. Although I do love the stacked one as well. So this was leaked a little while ago, but as we can see now, it's pretty firmly real because that primary logo is the main one. But yeah, I think the single line is going to look great on like DVD spines. And then you got the horizontal one, which will look great on maybe some DVD releases on the front, plus my thumbnails. And the stacked one, which I think just looks fantastic. Yeah, very exciting stuff. The current logo is white on the Doctor Who TV site. Yeah, I make it white in my thumbnails because I just think it looks nicer in white than yellow. Also, thank you for sending me a sneak peek at your new video about Saxon. I'm very much looking forward to what you and Anthony say on that episode. I don't get the Paw Patrol comparison. I've seen a couple people make that comparison. I don't get it. Disney Plus will bring a bit more popularity to Doctor Who. Oh, they'll bring a ton more popularity. Rest assured, it's going to be big again. Like, really big. Also, yeah, someone pointed out on Twitter, they used the word franchise into a global franchise. Franchise, to me, implies more than one thing. Implies more than one show. I think we could be getting spin-offs here, folks. I think we could be getting some major spin-offs. Franchise implies more than one show to me. To me, at least. I also hope they get a bit more money for the merch. The editing is a nightmare for the Paradox review. Should be out by tomorrow night. I'm very much looking forward to it. Franchise, yes. Yeah, franchise seems to imply to me, like, that's a very good thing. Franchise seems to imply to be more than one show. And the 8th Doctor show needs to happen. with Paul McGann having come back in costume and still not having aged a day, that needs to happen. But like, the sky really feels like the limit right now, and it's so exciting. It's so exciting. But yeah, absolutely amazing. But hey, listen, I think I'm gonna head off. Before I do, I just want to read this final quote from Jane Tranter, who's co-founder of Bad Wolf and previously worked on Doctor Who before with Russell T Davies. Hold on, let me get it up. Some exciting news that allows Doctor Who, born and bred in the UK and nurtured, loved and made by Bad Wolf TV and BBC in Wales, to grow its audience around the world. Where Russell T Davies goes, we follow. Oh, and look at that logo. And can I just say, as someone who lives in Wales as well, it's so cool to have a show that's going to be so big produced in my home country. That's really cool. A show that's going to be huge internationally. That's really cool. But anyway, I am going to head off, but thank you all for tuning into this amazing stream. I've really enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, like if you enjoyed, and I will see you in a bit. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.